Along the Palouse, there's a peaceful patio with a strange intimacy between species, where a chickadee will eat right out of your hand.
It's paradise.
That's where Christy Pierce sets her stage.
And we're gonna have a little fence. We'll put a squirrel in here. We'll just see what happens.
Then she waits for a critter too quick
Come on.
for most folks to capture,
Come on, Chippy.
at least
Don't anybody move.
like this.
This guy wants to come. But you don't know how it's gonna go because they're wild chipmunks.
This retired nurse spends her summers creating chipmunk photo shoots.
And I don't consider myself a photographer at all. I consider myself a chipmunk wrangler.
She doesn't have an art degree. She doesn't even have the internet.
Come on, Chippy.
Just a cheap camera and some seeds.
Now I got a chipmunk, my battery's out. But that's okay, because I have an emergency battery in my pocket.
This is, you might say, a storyboard.
Her husband Paul builds the sets.
I fill in the blanks, you might say.
Then the magic begins.
Jeez Louise.
As you can see,
See what I go through?
it's no easy process to lure them in.
Sometimes I'll be out here for hours, and as long as there's one guy, you don't give up hope. Come on.
But what the 59-year-old lacks in training and gear,
He'll follow the trail of seeds.
she makes up for with creativity.
I put a few seeds on the barbecue so that there'll be a little bit of smell there. Sometimes just a little bit of movement will give you the illusion that the chipmunk is doing something that he's not really doing.
And that little illusion can create a picture-perfect moment.
There's nothing like it to get the shot. It's like heaven, like, yes.
Christy has created quite the photo album over the past 3 years.
A catalog of joy, really.
What does she call it?
FriendChips. They're kind of like the perfect specimen because they can grab, stand up, do all kinds of different motions, and there's a story behind every picture.
She still has the one that started it all.
The one tamer chipmunk called Mr. Stubbs that we wanted to see if we could make it look like he was playing cards.
The shot earned Mr. Stubbs a title.
Founder and Squeaky O of FriendChips.
Christy's collection earned her a title too.
The crazy chipmunk lady. I love every single minute of it.
She turned her photos into calendars and cards, though she hasn't made much money.
If I never made a dime, I would still be doing this. It gives me a crazy amount of joy.
Perhaps her mind just works differently.
It's almost instinctual, it seems like.
What I envision a lot of times is what I will actually get.
Though she'd argue anyone can do it.
If you sat down and had a big old handful of the right food, they'd probably like you too.
But let's be honest.
Oh, they're kissing.
To pull this off,
And they're so blasted cute.
you've got to be a little nuts.
Jesus Christy. Crazy Christy.
I mean, really, who wouldn't want to do this? Come on, Chippy.
Absolutely amazing.